Hello everybody and welcome to my South Sydney and Eastern Suburbs half-yearly market review. The purpose of this video is to give you a clear insight into how the Sydney property market has performed in the first half of 2015. Further, coming into spring, I wanted to provide you with some value-added information and tips on buying and selling real estate. The Sydney property market is seemingly unstoppable, with the median price now edging its way closer to $1 million. Auction clearance rates consistently above 80%. Winter is generally known as a quieter month, and that is highlighted by the obvious lack of stock on the property market. Though this lack of quality stock on the market is leading to increased competition and therefore record results. There's been a lot of speculation in the media recently centred around the Sydney property market being in a bubble. Whilst prices are high, in my opinion, we're just towards the top of a once every 10-year growth cycle. There was bubble speculation back in 2003, 2004 when the market boomed, and there definitely was no bust. The Sydney property market is supported by very strong fundamentals. Interest rates remain low, buying activity remains high, and the Sydney job market has outperformed other parts of the country. Further, the Australian banks have very strict lending practices compared with other parts of the world. That ensures that they only lend to creditors who can service their loans. Overall, Sydney has an undersupply of houses. The exact number is debated, but there is definitely a lack of homes in comparison to population growth. It's just a basic equation of supply and demand. My belief is the growth in the Sydney property market will slow down at some point, and it's just a matter of when. Spring is traditionally the peak selling season for real estate. The weather's warmer, the flowers are blooming, and everything's much brighter. It's a great time to sell, but with more stock on the market, you really have to ensure that your property's standing out. Remember, you'll be on the market in competition, not in isolation. Here are a few tips to ensure you're maximising your exposure and presenting the property to its full potential, thus giving yourself a great chance to truly maximise the price. Choose an agent who has a strong detailed marketing plan for your property, has sold in the area, and who you feel comfortable with. Facebook is quickly becoming another great tool in selling your home. Ask your agent if they have a Facebook strategy for your property. Thoroughly clean your property from top to bottom, inside and out. Trim overgrown gardens, remove weeds, dead growth, and refresh garden beds with mulch. Address any off-putting maintenance issues such as peeling paint, worn or marked carpets, cracked tiles, dirty grout, loose or rusted gutters. Furnish the home in an attractive but not overly cluttered or personal way to give potential buyers a perspective on room sizes and to present the home in its best light. If unsure, contact a stylist for professional recommendations. Flowers, candles and soft music are generally a great final touch. Buying property is an emotional decision, and sometimes subconscious connections with property can go a long way to ensuring strong competition. I've been speaking with a lot of buyers out there who are becoming overly frustrated with the lack of stock and the amount of competition out there in the marketplace. I believe there'll be a lot more stock coming on the market in spring, as this is generally the peak selling season. My recommendation is to continue attending open homes and inspections, as there have been a few under market deals out there. You may benefit from other buyers' frustration and lack of interest with the market. I'm offering all buyers free property and suburb reports for any homes they might be looking at. It would be an absolute pleasure to give you my opinion on price and how you could add further value. Please get in contact with me if you think this may be of interest to you. Just wanted to share a snapshot of a few of my amazing results from late June with you. Number 3, Wentworth Avenue Mascot, sold for $1,950,000. That was $500,000 over the reserve. The 4-bedroom freestanding home on 2 lots. This result was mainly due to a strong marketing campaign. Our vendors followed all my recommendations, and we had a strong presence online through Facebook, local papers, and also the Chinese Property Weekly. As this property was on a main road and had a high traffic area, we had 2 large glowing signboards on Wentworth Avenue, which also drove large inquiry. We had multiple offers throughout the campaign of around 1.2. They were politely declined. The end result of all this strong marketing was 7 registered bidders on the day. The auction started at $1,250,000 and was contested heavily. The end result, $1,950,000, $500,000 over the reserve. I also wanted to share with you 37 of 127 Banksia Street Botany that sold for $735,000. That was the Botany record for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1-car apartment. My recommendations ensure that the unit was professionally styled and strongly marketed online and through our Facebook platform. We also encouraged our local buyers through my database, SMS and direct mail. This drove very strong inquiry, and the result, this property was sold after the first open home for $735,000 to a local investor. Just to give you an idea, the last 2-bedder in that side of the block was sold by one of my competitors for $627,500 late last year. The strong result was definitely a result of amazing presentation, strong marketing and great follow-up. Finally, I wanted to share with you 5 of 82 High Street Mascot. that sold for $590,000 before the first open home. I originally sold this 2-bed, 1-bath, 1-car, unrenovated apartment with no balcony just over 12 months ago to a good client of mine for $477,500. At that time was a great result. My client's financial circumstances had changed and he engaged me to sell it for him. We advertised the property online and through Facebook, generating a lot of interest even before the first open home. We had offers on the property from people who hadn't even seen it. We did a sneak peek inspection and had multiple offers over my owner's expectations. We ran a tender and the property sold for $590,000. Just to give you an idea, a renovated apartment across the road with a balcony sold by one of my competitors' auction for $530,000 in March. I'm really excited for spring. I've already have a few amazing listings to bring to the market soon. If you're considering selling or would like further insight into the market, please feel free to contact me on the below details. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.